I've been driving old school cars like the E36, the E30 or the Nissan S13 for my whole life. So, what happened to convince someone who's been driving old school cars for 15 years to change to a new school one? It was the F80 M3 that changed my mind. But first, let me show you which F80 I'm talking about. So, you're probably asking what convinced a mechanic like me to change to new school. Because the F-Series M3 has so much things in common with old cars that I loved about them. And in this video I will show you what it is. First of all, it's not just any M3. This one is a sedan F80 competition, second generation facelift without OPF. And the most important thing, this one got a manual drive. So this F80 got almost all the features I loved about my E30. And it feels like every upgrade in comparison to old BMWs was done without losing good characteristics. Like, let's start with the throttle response. I always thought only old cars with cable operated throttle bodies are so direct to my request. But the F80 is so fast in response, it almost feels like cable operated or even better. And this throttle operation together with the manual shifting feels just as it should be. And the manual gearbox works just perfect as you always knew from BMW. On top of that, they put an auto blip function to the transmission. Yes, automatic rev matching while downshifting in manual. That is so awesome. As my loyal subscribers already know, I'm a big turbo fan, especially inline-6 turbos. That's the reason why I upgraded my E30 to a turbo. And the F80 M3 comes with a perfect optimized S55 engine, which performs just perfect. The only thing I'm missing is the sound of a single turbo compared to the E30. But maybe I can do some optimizations on the exhaust of the S55, so I'm not that far away from that feeling again. Another thing I love about this generation is the mix of analog and digital. There is nothing I love more than analog instrument clusters. You can tell me what you want, but there is nothing more beautiful than real 3D needles. They just look more professional and high quality in my opinion. And the perfect thing about this cluster is they put an LED display on the bottom part so it can show you every other necessary information. This way you got the perfect combination of both worlds. And then there are buttons. Yes, buttons. Really a lot of buttons. They left all the buttons inside, which we all are used from older generation BMWs. Instead of replacing the buttons with touchscreens, some engineer came up with the idea to put both in it. Yes, both. Touchscreen and buttons. This is so satisfying. It just somehow gives you the feeling of freedom. You decide what you prefer. Even the iDrive knob has a touchscreen on it. But I am sure all of us are using buttons all the way. There are really very rare scenarios where the touchscreen comes handy. So this is one of the biggest plus I love about this car. Those who own a G Series M will exactly know what I'm talking about. When we already talk about freedom, there are so much more things that give you freedom. Like modding the engine. If you ever heard about MHD, this is something like jailbreaking your iPhone. With MHD, you can mod your ECU so easily, and not just the power, you can select a lot of settings like auto blip I talked about earlier, how much pops and bangs you want, If you want to use higher or lower octane fuel, programming a catalyst and a lot more, just easily done by yourself with your smartphone. The only other mods I did on this M3 are KW V3 coilovers in combination with Wheel Force Race 1 full forged wheels. I just prefer suspensions where I can adjust through bound and compression independently, and perfect for my personal favor. And the reason for 19-inch full forged was because if you really want the full M feeling, you just need that meaty tires and as less weight as possible on unsprung masses. In a world of new generation cars, where we lost a lot of emotions and nice characteristics, I think the F-Series M3 is one of few which still give you that feelings which we all knew from older cars. This car is the perfect car where you get all the upgrades which came with cars evolving, while not forgetting what we always loved about cars. So let's go on a ride so I can share my emotions with you. Enjoy watching. Just for the haters out there, so that you know, I have worked hard for this car, like really hard. I always wanted to buy one, and now I got the most perfect one. At the end, all the effort and hard work was worth it. So thanks for joining me at my journey. I also wish you that you can fulfill your dreams, but never forget, The best ones are the ones you got by working hard for it. Peace. See you again, your Fuki.